Yes, we are live.
Yes.
Got people in the house already. Welcome to West. I love it. Also, here, let me share my screen and show you his channel, which is also in the description. His channel. I love this guy.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna talk on that one here in a second. Okay, so his channel is About Life Podcast here.
Yes, people.
Oh, baby. And the man is like a comedian. Okay. So if you see, he's just got tons of shorts on here. And when you scroll down, you're going to find that some of these shorts have, I saw some with even over 20,000 views. Here's 1.7 thousand views, 3.4 thousand views.
You see that one right there? If you go up go up a little bit, up a little bit. There's where is it at? Where is it at? There was one that was super epic and funny, man. We missed it. I don't know where it went.
We're gonna play it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And then you'll notice what's this? He's got a DeFi Kingdoms video in here.
Yes, man. I got about 4.
Ooh, baby.
Yes.
Ooh, and he's fairly new to the game. Yep. He doesn't, he wants to learn. So he wants to learn all about the game. So this video will probably be kind of a long video. And yesterday, I bought a green screen, bought some lights. I'm talking with a video editor. What he can do is just like what the Brown Gent, is doing. We went and shot like a 3-hour-long video the other night, and he's chopping it up to several different videos, which he put one out this morning, which is alpha on summoning. I love it because right now, good time to summon with the Gen Zero raffle happening all the way up, and every summon you get a ticket all the way up until November 15th. I love it. So, okay. Which one were you talking about? The epic funny one?
Go down a little bit more. Go down.
Okay,
down. It's one what it's gonna show. Keep going a little bit more.
Okay.
Where is it at? A little bit more. Right there. Right to where your mouse is. Go over one. Right, go right. Other way. Down. You see that white kid right there over to the far, my right, your left, I think it is. It might be your left. No, keep going. Over. Other way. Complete opposite. Keep going.
Okay.
Right there. Boom.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. And I can zoom in.
Yeah. This actually blew up on my Facebook, by the way.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, this one got like 20K on Facebook.
Okay, I got to turn up. Where's the volume?
Yeah.
Oh, right up here.
Right there? Yeah, just right in front of us.
I'm right here. Our eyes, you, me, that pillow.
What?
Our eyes right here. Look at me.
That guy's absolutely a god, bro. Take notes, fellas. Take notes.
his girlfriend was
Oh, and so they're all just stupid, hilarious videos, right?
Yeah,
I
man.
liked it. I went through and watched like dozens of them and was just laughing out loud.
Oh yeah, man.
The other
He was trying to put a smile on people's face. That's all.
Okay, so what was
It's so fun. Okay. Coming back in. All right. Okay. So I love all of you guys, all things DFK. This was real quick before we get started. And this will be good for you too, Honest. Okay. All things DFK. This is Robin Hood, baby. Robin Hood, who's been real active on the channel. He created his own channel. Okay. And he is the bomb, by the way. This is the channel. It's called All Things DFK.
Oh, I gotta go sub to that.
Yes. And so all of the DeFi Kingdoms, all of the people on DeFi Kingdoms creating content he wants to put on here. And if the content creators like Rock, for example, Rock, what you need to do is create a playlist for DeFi Kingdoms. And same with you, Honest. Okay. If you can create a DeFi Kingdoms playlist, and he can then post the playlist right here.
Oh, that's badass.
And this guy's just the bomb. He changed his own YouTube account to this. I'm the only current subscriber. That's hilarious. Okay.
I'm going in there.
So he's awesome. You guys, this guy's for real. I think if I understood right, I think he's met the team, or maybe he knows some guys on the team of DeFi Kingdoms somehow. Okay, so he's got Kristen Peter in here, which I'm having on the channel on Tuesday. Can't wait. Tuesday, 1 p.m. Central Time. The Brown. Okay, he just launched his first video this morning on summoning, and it's very concise and condensed. He did it, and even the Brown Gent was like, I want to get your video editor guy to do all this, because he did such a good job condensing it, so it's not too long and you get all the from it. So Rock, you need to create a playlist, he said. I love this. So Inner Grove with this DFK helper tool. That's a botting service. Okay, so what we're going to do.
I love it.
And this is also in the description below, because believe me, if you search all things DFK or Robinhood, like you won't find it. It doesn't come up, even if you search like channels.
Okay. It's because it's too new. It's too new.
Yeah, right. Okay. So how many videos do you have on DFK? Do you like 2 or 3?
I think I got about 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And we got Born to Die in the house, baby.
Nice.
How familiar are you with the third-party tools that help DFK?
To be honest, not too familiar at all. Not too familiar.
So here's another phenomenal tool. For example, I'm going to show you real quick, just because Born to Die is in the house. He is one of the most absolute phenomenal developers on the face of the planet.
Okay.
No kidding. Okay. Nice. So this is called DFK Quester.app. And and you also want to get in his Discord, the DFK Quester Discord, which I should have all that in my descriptions. I used to do that, like have a bunch of stuff in my descriptions. I haven't. I just can copy and paste them over. I need to do that. Anyways, because Born to Die 007, the beast himself, is in the house, and he's been in every single chat. He is developing constantly. I've thrown out some suggestions to him of what he can do, and we'll go back to that tool later, I'm sure. I'm going to show you some tools. So 4 or 5 videos on DFK. So create a playlist, and maybe Robinhood, baby, in the house will get you on there.
Exactly, man.
I love it. I love it. It was so funny. I was cracking up when I was first. How I found Honest here was, like I said the other day in one of my videos, I was just combing through all the DFK YouTubers from the past year, trying to get them back into the game. Because what happened was a lot of people thought Frisky Fox was like a scam rug pull guy. Okay, but it's all 100% false. He's actually, I would say, one of the best devs I've ever seen for any project. Period. And DeFi Kingdoms, as far as following the core values of looking out for the best interests of the community over even his own best interest. So that is such a strong core value I've had in business, long-term outlook, not looking at the 5 minutes in front of your face, trying to make a quick buck. You think long-term, you develop a strong reputation where people trust you. Okay. And Frisky Fox is worthy of that reputation. Okay, but he doesn't get it. It drives me nuts. So much so, and I can't like help myself the way I'm wired in my brain. I'm gonna fight for this guy and fight.
We are gonna fight for this guy.
One of the best teams I've ever seen in all of crypto by far. Okay, absolutely phenomenal. They're one of the few teams out there that will regularly communicate exactly, trying to be open book. As far as where they're at on things, and they actually care, and they actually listen to the community, and they want to do right by the people.
So let's give them that light, man. Let's get them that credit they deserve, man.
Yes. And so, hey, Michael Fontenot, you won a drawing yesterday, which I got you in. Honest, I'm going to do another one on Halloween, and I gave away 21 heroes yesterday. Some of them are like really jacked. And Michael Fontenot, you won. You gotta get with me. Okay, I still gotta send you mystical meows. I still gotta. You haven't hit me back yet.
Oh, that's nice. Yes. You better get that hero, bro.
Yeah, Andrew. Andrew just hit me up. I'm still waiting to hear back. Okay, Samir. I think I sent Samir. We got Danny Espinoza. We got Mara Valiant. We got Josh. Josh, where the heck are you at? You want Andrew's in the house, baby. Okay, I got Andrew won the last one big time. Be easy. Where you at? Michael, you won. You got to hit me up on Discord.
Nice.
Trade room. I still need it. I got to him and Andrew on Twitter.
Yeah.
Bravo's Lab, Mystical Meows, John Negen, Nguyen, and Affects, EPHECTZ. You guys got to hit me back. Yes, and Andrew's, we've already connected right as I was trying to get this video going. I had like 5 people messaging me at the same time. 7T Mookie, I realized you weren't in. And so 7T Mookie, for the next one, I got you in twice. There's a few others like Noonie I didn't have in there. I couldn't believe it. And some of the people that are always just in the live, I was just going through all my videos trying to find commenters. Okay.
Yeah.
And I didn't. There's some people that are so faithful and loyal, they're always only in the live.
Yeah.
You get that, and I added them twice as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Love you. All right. But it's okay. Like, as soon as anyone finally claims them, I'll let you have it. It's not like I'm going to give you a deadline or something. Okay.
Just pop up the show up, brother.
Love it. And I got you in for the next one, Honest, already, by the way.
Oh, hell, I'm in there, bro.
We need to add you. The Beav. Is that Justice Beaver? I didn't put you guys in. I'm going to put in Mosh, Justice Beaver. Okay, here's another. So the community, this is the best community that I've ever seen.
Oh, I feel it.
Project. Guy, okay, the Beav, Justice Beaver. You can follow these guys on Twitter. His twin brother is Mosh, and then their best friend they grew up with is Starbuck. Those 3 guys are alpha OG guys in the game. And they have just created, they're going to create, I think, their own YouTube channel. They're creating their own guild. So I think,
get on it, guys. Get on it. Make that channel, guys. Make that channel.
I know. So we're going to have like some competition going. If I can't get them to not create a guild but join ours, that would be amazing. But if not, it's good. They're still always going to be family, though.
Yeah, I'm going to regardless, it's useful.
Yes.
And I love that it's growing like this. I love that it's growing like this.
I love it. Sir Jewel Staker. I also added you in twice because I don't think you were in. Wait. Yeah, you were. Sorry. I have so many names in my brain. Okay. All right.
You got your followings, man. You got your followings.
Yes. I love it. Zelf, you're in twice. Okay. So Jake Sloan, I'll make sure you're in. I'm not sure. I need to, for sure. You got to be in. Okay. So how did you first hear about, how long have you been in crypto? How did you first hear about DeFi Kingdoms?
All right. I've been in crypto. I first got in. My first initial buy of a coin was in 2016. That was
like on Coinbase or something.
First time I've ever bought anything. That's the first time I ever threw any money into it. I was so skeptical. I didn't know what the heck it was. I thought it was bull crap, but I was like, you know what? I can't miss opportunities, so blah, blah. But I didn't do much after that, though. I was a little nervous with it. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, right.
But then years go by, 2019, I go hard in it. I just start dumping funding, dumping money in there, gains, having fun. But then I ran across this guy, the High Indian on TikTok.
Oh, and, I've heard about this guy.
Yeah, and he was big on Serendale and the DeFi Kingdom, man.
Okay.
And he mentioned it, and I was like, what is that? I seen it on his screen. I was like, what is that? It looks so cool. So I got into it. Unfortunately, when I got into it, I only had them maybe a couple months before that big huge crash came.
Right, with all the FUD and all the
yeah. So I only went into it. I was just looking, to be honest, I was looking at like the APR and APYs and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Let me use that to grow my funds.
Yeah.
That's originally what I didn't know nothing about Heroes. I didn't know nothing about none of that stuff, bro.
Now, when was that? What was the date? It was like back in.
I can't say the exact date, but maybe I don't know.
Last year,
maybe about a year and a half ago, maybe.
Oh. Okay, roughly. So the project is just over a year old, so it wouldn't be more than a year ago, probably.
Okay, so I'm not. I can't give an exact date, but I was in there at some point in time. But I didn't use it though. I
Okay.
didn't use it. I just had a profile, and I didn't know what the heck it was.
Did you do the pools? Did you
I
get in?
didn't do nothing till later on. Later on, literally like a couple months before that Harmony Bridge thing, the Harmony Bridge problem. That's when I first threw money in, like a couple months before that.
Before that,
I threw
okay.
a little bit of Jewel.
We've had two big crashes.
It's the most recent one.
Yeah. So Jewel was it when I first got in, it was like climbing up to $11.50. Then it went all the way down to like below $1 or ish, around $1, we'll say.
Yeah.
Then the Harmony hack happened.
Yeah.
And I don't know where exactly it was, because we also, I'm trying to think where it was at when the Harmony hack happened. It might have already been below $1, or I think it was somewhere around there. Then after that happened,
I think
maybe it was at like 50 cents or something when the
didn't
Harmony
it hit like $20 or something like that?
That was earlier in the year. That was
whenever that happened, I bought some then. It was kind of like $15 to $18 range. And that's what messed me up. I didn't buy a lot. I bought a little of it. I didn't know much about the thing. I didn't know much at all. I was literally just trying to buy a hero. I was trying to buy a damn hero. I just found out about heroes. I'm like, I look at the hero price. It's like 38 jewels for a hero. You know what I'm
I love how you say hero. It's hero. It's perfect for your personality. We're
you know, so
DeFi Kingdoms shorts, you know. I love it.
Yes, man. So I was getting ready to buy one. I bought a little bit of jewel, and then boom, everything's crazy. I'm like, what the heck's going on? But I stood loyal. I stood with it. I stood in the Discord. And then they brought up Crystal Veil. So I felt lucky because I was like, okay, I just got serious before Crystal Veil. So I was like, let me just get serious with Crystal Veil. I get a new start. You know,
that's when I came in. Yeah.
And so I dropped a pretty good amount of money into Crystal Veil, and I've been going from there. You know, so
and he stayed in through the FUD. Like, how did you handle? Were you in Serendale when the hack happened?
I didn't have much, man. I only had a little bit of jewel. Literally not much. Like literally, like I don't know, like 15 jewel or something. I didn't have a lot.
Okay.
You know?
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't get touched.
What's that?
I didn't get touched too bad by all the craziness. You know what I mean? So I was okay.
Okay.
You know?
Well, this is a good time to be dollar cost averaging into the game, because the market cap, familiar with market caps in crypto, is at $17 million. We're talking a micro cap coin, which is, to me, insane. I would say it's crypto's best kept secret. The reason why I have you on the show is that we don't want to keep it a secret, baby. We want to spread the word. And
know about this.
Yeah, and I was on your show, and he was you were trying to level a guy up. It was so fun watching. You're just cracking me up because
man.
You're just like trying to figure it out and learn how to do it. You're like, you guys help me. You know, asking questions, and there's guys like J-Dub, I think, was in there. You know, answering questions, which J-Dub is awesome. He won yesterday. Okay. And there is someone else too. Maybe was it Link? Yeah, Link.
That's the most beautiful thing about this community, man. Everybody's so like helpful, man.
I know.
I haven't met a crappy person in DeFi Kingdom. I'm serious. That's just my personal thing that happened to me. I haven't met one yet. Everybody's been fantastic to me.
The ones that have stuck around. So there was a lot of, and it was so weird today. This guy that I thought was a buddy. He has that mythic seer.
Yeah.
Just weirded me out. So there was a lot of people that just were FUD spreaders like crazy. It just like a low vibration energy. Like
man. That's annoying. Man.
It's so weird. It's like
but they do exist. They do exist.
The ones that have stuck around, we did have, I think, some toxic people in the ecosystem before that were like keeping secrets and finding things within the game that you can do, which I just like have taken a stance. I'm always going to give all the alpha. I'm not going to, and even if it hurts me, because I'll figure out like things I can do to make like arbitrage opportunities, different things. And I'm making all this extra money. Okay, but I can't help it but share the love with the community. And I think the long-term effect that we'll have, for one, people will trust me.
Exactly.
But for the game, for the sake of the game, it's just going to be better for the game and the community, big picture. Okay. I love you guys. Getting guys like Justice Beaver in that. John, you won. Hello, John.
Hey, John.
John, you won a hero yesterday. You got to hit me up on Discord, baby.
Yes.
Link. Link, I love you. Link has given away 2 heroes now.
Oh, Link.
I know.
Shout out to you, Link.
Link
Good
is
stuff,
in the
brother.
chat. It started. Oh, yes, I love it. And
Good
Andrew.
stuff,
Okay. So,
but you know that's kind of why I did it the way I'm doing it with mine. I wanted to start from like the beginning of scratch of me not really having anything and showing people as I grow and build, not really knowing anything.
Right. I love it. It's like your journey through DeFi Kingdoms.
Exactly.
And he's like trying to figure it out as he goes. It was
exactly. It's hilarious. It's awesome, man. I love it. And, you know, I keep finding out new stuff, and it's like, oh crap, this is cool as shit. You know, like,
it's like you're gonna be drinking through a fire hose when I show you all the stuff you can do, like with Born to Die's tool and DFK Quester and Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms website is like my #1 go-to website that I live on all the time for multiple different reasons. And you don't have to pay much, but you can get the paid version. They have the free version that everyone uses. There's a part of their site that's free. But if you can just pay, like if you can pay $50 worth, I think that pays you up for like 7 months. $90 pays you up for like 19 months. Or you can pay just a little bit. It's like per day. And the more you put in, the longer it's extended. And we just started a guild with those guys. So this is okay. So these guys, Neindorf is a phenomenal developer as well. Okay. And he's a man's man with a deep voice. I got to get him on the channel. So fun.
Awesome.
I love it. So this, when you come here, here's the main website. And I can send you this site. So this is like where I live. But okay, I would say this DFK Quester might actually be where you want to start.
Okay.
This one of those two. Okay. This DFK Quester too for you, especially because how many heroes do you own?
I have 2.
Okay. Perfect. I love it. I love it. Okay. So
yes.
Man, this is so fun.
I'm working on getting my 3rd soon. I'm trying to do my first summon. So I'm just getting my crystal up so I can do a summon real quick. That's what
get a raffle ticket, baby, for that Gen 0. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So this is the home part.
Okay.
The hero data part is free. And this is like everyone who's in DeFi Kingdoms.
Okay.
Go-to tool. Just even this site here with DFK Quester. If you I was watching last night, Kristen Peter, baby. Okay, so you can click on your hero ID. So first, you connect your wallet when you hit profile, and it connects your wallet in the same way DeFi Kingdoms does. You just hit connect, and the MetaMask thing will pop up. Just have to do it the one time, and then it'll pull up all the heroes within that wallet. And I have like 6 wallets.
You have a cajillion, bro.
Yeah. And I'm using these bots, right? I love it. The waifu bots, but also I'm gonna try out the DFK helper. Okay. I love it, and I'm gonna have those guys on. They're phenomenal because it can do so much. I think it will just be awesome. If I want to stamp out a hero and level him up fast, different things like that, auto duels. It'll just auto duel for me, and it's just sending guys to duels like crazy. It'll do raffles, auto raffle tickets, all that, and I don't have to mess with it. Okay, so once your wallet's connected, it's showing all the heroes, and click, and this is a Gen 0. I have 12 Gen 0s, baby.
Oh, badass. All right.
Right here, There's dfking.co, which is a phenomenal tool, and ADFK, Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms, baby, with Raph and Neindorf, which they have a YouTube channel as well that you should check out. And
I'm definitely gonna check that out, bro.
Because they're phenomenal. On their Discord, they bought some land and they're creating like a bomb awesome guild that I'm wanting to bring people in. But other people that have guilds too, I'm gonna be open to all coming on. Like if Mosh and them start an awesome guild, I'll help promote their guild as well. And try and be neutral as neutral as I can.
Get it to grow.
Because they're awesome. Like there's other good options out there too. But this is the one I'll probably be talking about the most because that's the one I'm in and I love those guys. Okay. So you can compare this hero with another just right off the bat or whatever. And it'll just come right here to where I was a minute ago. And it just opens up the website for you. Okay. And it shows these stat genetics. That's going to be that's a whole, if you watch Brown Gent's video, that's what we hit on. Okay.
Yes, I was wondering about that too. Yeah.
These are abilities, your active 1, active 2, passive 1, and passive 2. Dominant abilities will matter, I believe, in PvP. Quite a bit, like very significantly, almost as significant as the hero classes themselves. So in the same way you want to try and summon for an advanced class like a ninja or a summoner or a dark knight, or a paladin, you want to summon for these advanced abilities. And so we hit on that on the Brown Gents video. So those are a couple, few of the main tools that I live with that are just phenomenal. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if we see Raph and Neindorf pop in on this video because they are damn. Okay. So, but let's rewind a bit even more.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to talk? What was your question you asked me this morning? And I kind of answered it about how do you get so many eggs?
Yeah, I see people on my Twitter just getting a crap ton of eggs, bro. I'm like, what is going on, man?
Okay, right. It took me like forever to get my first egg, and it was a big deal, right? Well, as you level your hero up, here's another massive tool that, and I want to get this guy on the channel. I sent you this as well. The guy that created this, he was on Adventures in DFK on their channel. This is expert.com, baby. And these infographics are just absolutely phenomenal. Let's zoom in.
Yep, I just did a video on Expert. It's my newest DeFi Kingdom video. I one of my commenters hit me up with it, and I went on it, and I was exploring the classes and subclasses part of it. And I was exploring, looking at stuff. Yeah,
I didn't see that video. I
think it's last week or a week ago. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like even just now scrolling through, I didn't see it. I thought you only had like 1 or 2 videos on DFK.
Yeah, for some reason it's only showing my most popular ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this site, the guy, Stronghold, the expert guy, he's so cool. I love this community because it's so helpful. They're such a blessing. And we all just are a team. It's like family. It really is. It's so crazy. Okay. And so are you familiar with this chart right here?
No, I am not. No, I am not. But that is super important.
So this is mucho el importante. So
yes.
Okay. So let me just give you in a nutshell the alpha. Okay. So the best, it gives you like your best fishers, foragers, gardeners, and miners here. Yeah. And you'll notice here on the stats, luck and agility is what impacts fishing. Yeah. Okay. The other thing that impacts fishing obviously is the profession gene. So you don't want to send a forager fishing.
Exactly.
I mean, it won't help you much. So, and that part of it actually accounts for the profession stat level. Okay, as you quest your fishers fishing,
Yes.
you have a profession stat number next to the.
Yes.
Okay, that actually accounts for, I believe, at least 60% or 67%.
Okay.
Like 2/3 of your questing output, essentially,
Okay.
comes from that number.
That mean profession, yes.
It's roughly 2/3 comes from, and right now currently we have level 0 profession questing. So
yes, I was going to ask you about that. So I'm glad you're talking about that. Yes, I was going to ask you about that.
So soon we're going to have level 10 profession questing coming. Okay. So like this is a ninja miner, which I'm sending this as payment, like down payment for my guy who's going to do some work, hopefully on this video. Okay.
Hey,
So, and then we'll be able to chop this video up into maybe multiple little videos for people who's new to DeFi Kingdoms. Okay. So this guy's a miner. So notice I've only sent a mining.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this number, okay. So this number will cap out at 21 unless
one of my
and actually go above 21. I'm currently on the profession 0, the 0 level questing, which is what we have. So if you come here to professions,
yes,
and you hit, we'll just say this, the pick man is the miner.
Okay.
Level 0. This is a level 0 profession, level 0.
Exactly.
They all are. Okay. So what's coming soon is profession 10 level questing, and we're going to throw parties. So, and it's going to be a big deal. And hopefully it'll be more effective. But the only way your heroes will have the ability to quest profession level 10 is if their stat
is matching up,
is level 10 or higher.
Nice. So my fisher would be good. I got a level 11 fisher.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And now we're talking the profession stat.
Yes, just a profession area. Exactly.
Okay,
Just a profession level. Yeah.
Because so when we come back to my heroes, you have level this ninja is a level 7. This is commonly confused. Whereas, I mean, you didn't say anything.
The other one, Yes, the other one,
A lot lot of people would call this a level 7.9 miner, is what. Okay, but it's easy to confuse. So
I was this heck looking at these cards.
Yes, once what's that?
I was confused as heck when I first looked at these cards. I was like, what is going on there?
And that's what makes this game so phenomenal is that the rabbit hole goes deep with these heroes. Okay. So here's the account that I have all my highest leveled heroes right here. And you can sort up here in the upper right hand side by level. Okay. And also you click up here in the upper left hand side. Okay. And this opens up. If you have, because I noticed in your video, if you have a pending thing that's stuck and it's just stuck pending forever.
Yes, man.
Okay. When you click on this and come down and scroll to the bottom down here, you can click and clear all pending things.
Oh.
And it'll just take them away, baby. And I do that a lot because I'm fighting with these bots all the time.
Helpful, man. Helpful. Right there.
Okay. And so
that drives me crazy.
It's not showing right now, but it does. It drives me nuts. Let's just see for a second if I can do a transaction.
Yeah.
And it'll pop up. Do I have anyone that I need to level? Oh, I do.
Oh, here we go. All right.
All these heroes are level 10 and above on this account.
Real quick. What is the atonement crystal?
We're going to hit on that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So one of my questions on my paper for you.
That's good. Now I'm kind of a little bit all over the place.
It's okay. All right.
Okay. So we have this level. And then, let me finish this thought real quick. And then we're going to level this guy up and go over that.
Okay.
So notice how his foraging is 20.2.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, once you get up over 15 or like even over 10, it becomes progressively more difficult to grow this stat.
Yeah.
Okay. And your level, the hero's level doesn't matter. I think this stat just randomly grows. And I don't know what impacts it, but I did figure out that your hero level doesn't affect that stat at all. Okay. And so when you send your heroes on the training quests, you're not helping any of these stats, but the training quests are a godsend as well. Well, we can go over that.
Yeah.
And so, okay. So once you hit level 15, you find it's really hard to get these stats. But when they're level 0 and you're sending this guy foraging every day, you're going to see him hit like big time a lot. Sometimes they'll hit a whole stat point on that, like on just one quest at the early stage of the hero's life.
Exactly.
This gets to where just getting a 0.1 stat boost is super rare when you're here at this type of level. Okay. There's a bit of alpha that a lot of people don't know.
All right. Hit me with
Once you hit 21, it caps out. It's capped at 21 unless you quest them at 30 stamina or more. You go above 21. And so that's a benefit to leveling your guys up. So there is the front runner, the first mover advantage for these high level heroes, I think are going to be vital to. So the faster you can level up, the better. Super important to get these bad boys leveled up as fast as humanly possible. You put your foot down, you man up in your house, and you say, "Woman, don't bother me."
Yes, I'm on
it when I'm questing my heroes and leveling.
I'm on it. Leave me alone. I'm on it.
Okay, so and you'll find, real quick, let's come out of this. So it's so awesome to see. I have heroes that I believe I've got like a 21.4, I think. Okay, so what I just did here as well, I went to, I clicked up here, and then I clicked my heroes. Okay, and then in the upper right-hand corner, it always sorts by the generation of the hero, and that's like a default. So you can search by level, and then instead of ascending, I want descending. So it has my highest level heroes. So this is my baby right here. This level 15 thief, perilous journey, legendary fisher baby. Beast. Look at this. 21.1.
Oh, damn God.
Yes.
Monster.
21.1. This thief. How about this ninja? 21.5. So this was for months I was looking, or maybe it was months. I think it was months. It might have just been weeks that felt like months. I was scouring the tavern, just manually scouring. Wasn't using these awesome tools, manually scouring the tavern every day. Okay. Which on Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms, if you just pay that little amount and you can get tavern alerts. You can set up the alerts and your Discord phone gets alerted. That's one of the paid versions. Yes. And I'm guessing the Born to Die guy, like Born to Die, if you're still in here, when are you going to do a paid version? I'd be happy to pay you.
You should, man. You know, when you make something, you should,
I want these devs to make money, but he's such a perfectionist. He wants to like create the bombest product on the face of planet Earth before he'll charge a dime. Okay. As far as maybe if you come in here to the quester, maybe there is a way, where you can pay him money. I don't know. And I'm sure you can donate money to him. Okay. But anyways.
Of course.
All right.
Your guys out there catching sharks, man. You got shark catchers, man. You guys are fishing for sharks, man.
This guy has sentimental value to me because I bought him when he was level 11, and which was months ago. And he's been auto questing as I sleep. He's questing away. This tells you, so each time you level up, the first time you level up from level 1 to level 2, that just requires 2,000 XP.
Yeah.
Then to go from level 2 to level 3 is 3,000 XP. Yeah. Then to get to level 4 is 4,000 XP. But then to get to level 5, all of a sudden it's 6,000. It's not 5,000, it's 6,000 XP, I think. Then to get to level 6, it's 8,000 XP. Then to get to level 7, it might go up to 12,000 XP.
Yeah, you got to be in there, man. You got to be rolling.
And so to get this guy from level 13 to 14 is 32,000 XP. Damn. Okay, to get this guy from level 16 to level 17 is 45,000 XP.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, so this right here, this stat, when you quest this guy fishing, accounts for about 2/3 of the stat. And this was dropped by Hubert Cumberdale, baby. He's one of the devs. And I think he's a big part of the genius in the foundational pieces of the heroes in this game. Okay. So right off the bat, when you're looking at this chart on Expert, my man's site, right off the bat, you want to take this with a bit of a grain of salt. Okay. In the tavern, I would say, and I'm a big profession guy. Like, we're going to talk about how to best level up, and I'm going to give you different arguments and mindsets, because there's no right or wrong way to level up. That's the cool part about this game. But there's different strategies and different mindsets. Because even within this, he has like the level up Bible. Okay, this is the leveling up process. It goes over it, but he has what Crypto Baby H from calls the leveling Bible. Okay, right here, leveling chart,
bro.
Okay, and this is from the hero discussion community, and this is by far what most people follow when they're leveling, and it largely ignores profession. And so I have a real contrarian view on this, and it's fun to have this. It's one of the most important parts of the game right now. As we're prepping, we're putting in the groundwork for PvP, baby. It's still so early in this game. We don't even have PvP yet. And Workhorse, who's developing that, I'm hoping to get him on the show next month. I'm not positive about that. Okay. That'd
be badass.
Yes, back to this chart. So take this with a grain of salt, because in the tavern, even though I'm a big profession guy, and I would say to always level up your heroes according to their profession. But I'm going to give the counter arguments to that, and kind of and give you the reasonings behind them. So right off the bat, the Dread Knight and Paladin are phenomenal miners, and as far as any hero in any profession, there's not anyone that's better at any profession than a Dread Knight or a Paladin at mining. Okay.
I saw you got that Dread Knight, by the way. I saw that one of your things. You summoned a Dread Knight, didn't you?
Yes,
I saw that.
I sure did. I summoned a few of them. Here's a quick note on that. If you summon 2 Dread Knights together, that's a cheat code. You get a 75% chance to get a Dread Knight, maybe. That's the cheat code. Or if you just want to summon a Dread Knight with anything, a pirate, you're going to still have a 38-ish% chance to get a Dread Knight. And we can go over the genetics of that. But then you also have a 38% chance to get a pirate. And then the genetics below, we're going to go over all the summoning chances. But in this, when you look at the tavern, it's a massive price disparity. If you want to buy a wizard miner, who's down here, a wizard and seer, they're the worst miners in the game. Versus a wizard gardener or forager. Let's see. He kind of changed the order here. The wizard's best profession is a gardener at 130, and I'm going to explain what that means here in a sec. It's ridiculous, the price disparity. Or if you look at a paladin forager or fisher, but especially forager, versus a paladin miner. Okay, let's say you want to buy a mythic paladin, for example. You're going to see, you might find a foraging paladin mythic for 12, 13, 14, 1500 crystal. That's mythic. Okay. You won't find a mining paladin for any less, almost ever, a mythic mining paladin for any less than 4,000 crystal. I mean, I haven't checked in a while, but that's how it was for months. So we're talking like, or a summoner, for example. If you find like a fishing summoner right here, which is actually not that bad. Okay. But I bought a couple fishing summoners for like 1,200, 1,300 crystal. Okay. And the cheapest foraging summoner, which he's the second best summoner tied with the sage, was like 3,000-4,000. That's a mythic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. Massive price disparity. And that is just crazy.
Yeah. I've seen some crazy expensive barrels, man. I was like,
it just doesn't make sense. Even I'm like the biggest like advocate of profession.
Yeah.
I would say the profession gene or stat is the kind of a foundational piece of the hero.
Yeah.
But even in saying that, it's way overrated.
Yes.
Okay, so that's coming from me. I'm your profession guy. Okay. So, but the reason why this is here is that about 1/3, or actually slightly less than 1/3, I think it's something like 30% of the questing outcome stems from these two stats added together.
Okay, so the luck and the agility, intelligence, and dexterity.
You got it.
Yeah. Okay.
So for fishers, it's luck and agility. For foraging, it's intelligence and dex. For gardening, it's wisdom and vitality. For mining, it's strength and endurance.
You know, I noticed something. Let's say, for example, like at the bottom, the worst fisher, I think, is the priest in the night.
The Dark Knight.
Oh, no,
he's
the
a
Dark
dreadful fisher.
Now, let's say if you have that Dark Knight, but he has a high luck and agility and a high fishing profession, would that really matter?
He'll perform as good as a ninja, just the same.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's just all. I think I get it. I'm getting
it. Baby. Yeah. So when it comes to getting items, like item drop rates, which he has somewhere on this site as well, like all over the place.
Yes.
So let's find one. Item drop rates. Where are they at?
It's coming up. I think I've seen it before.
I love this website, man.
Yo, it has everything.
We could go over all these charts.
Like what I was going over in mine was I was going over the classes, and then how they had the family tree type thing of when summoning. I was looking at that as well. There it is.
So good. Yeah, we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit on it. Okay. This right here, I believe, like you have a 23% chance to get a bloater.
Yeah.
So for each quest attempt, so for fishing, it requires 5 stamina for 1 quest attempt. So for each quest attempt, you have a 23% chance to hit a bloater. You have a 9% chance to hit a lantern eye. And it tells you if you get a bloater, you get 1 XP.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And for each quest attempt, you get a certain amount of XP regardless. I think for professions, I want to say it's 10 XP for the quest attempt. So let's say you go on the quest attempt and you don't get any of these items, you still get 10 XP. But then in addition to that, if you get a bloater on that quest attempt, you get 1 additional XP. For a lantern eye, you have a 9% chance to get, and you get 7 XP. For the iron scale, okay, you have a 9% chance. Well, these percent chances are all of hitting. So like the three-eyed eel is a 1% chance. The shimmer skin is a 0.9% chance. A Gaia tier is a 5% chance unless you're in the wrong questing in the wrong profession. If you
I'm
send
getting them Gaia tiers like crazy.
Yes. Actually, so if you send a minor fishing, you have a 5% chance to hit a Gaia tier. But if you send a fisher fishing, it's a 7.5% chance. Okay. So that is impacted by the profession gene. And he even says it here, like, please just send your heroes questing in their profession.
Yeah.
So a Shiva rune, you have a 0.2% chance of getting that Shiva rune that you use for leveling your heroes. You use it for crafting stones.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a pretty valuable item, a Shiva rune. Yes, but if you send a miner or a gardener or a forger fishing, you only have a 0.2% chance.
Yeah, you ain't getting it.
But if you send a fisher fishing, it's a 1% chance, full percent chance. So that's an 8x, or I mean a 5x times your chances of getting a rune.
Man, I'm going in now. I'm going in now. Yo, you giving me all the secrets now. I'm about to get me some eggs. I want some eggs.
Okay. So let me explain this. To get a blue egg, in all the eggs, you notice it's a 0.01% chance. But so what all these percent chances, these are the base drop rates.
Yes. Okay.
So then as you level your hero up and get luck and agility for a fisher, and as you add your profession stat, as you increase your profession stat level, these drop rates percentages increase.
Yep.
Okay.
Now it
so once you have, like for my example, once I have this level 16 thief, I'm not leveling my profession stat up hardly at all anymore. Beyond what it is.
Yeah.
But I am still leveling my hero.
Exactly.
Okay. So even though the stats only account for about 30% of the questing bonus outcome, the questing bonus, what that is it increases those percentage chances of getting all those items dropped.
Got you.
Okay. So I get, if I have all my heroes questing, like I have all my heroes, all my level 10 heroes questing every day on this account with a bot. Okay. And I'm getting at least a couple eggs a day. And the number of heroes I have on this account, I want to say is roughly 100. So if it only shows 1 out of 100, 1 through 100, then you got to go to the next page, which in my case, then when I go to the next page, it's the last page. Oh, wait, it's not the last page. So I have at least
more there.
More there, man. It gave me 100 again. Now it's 22. Okay, that's because I'm on page 3. So I have 222 level 10 and above heroes, and that's about to continue to grow because I have several level 9s that are getting close to being leveled up. Okay,
that's a good sign. By the way, you said 222, right?
Yes, 222.
I have that number tattooed on my fingers. See?
You do?
Yeah.
Wow. It's a sign. It's meant to be. We're family, baby. You and me, we're family. I love it. Okay.
I like that. Yeah.
So, okay. So several interesting things to point out is that, okay, so for one, every odd level, so every other level, odd, or no, even, I'm sorry, even every even level. So once you go from level 1 to level 2, all heroes start with 25 stamina. Then when you go to level 2, it adds 1 stamina. So then that hero will have 26 stamina.
Oh.
And that won't matter for fishing and foraging. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. But because it's 5 stamina required per quest attempt.
Exactly.
So until your heroes hit 30 stamina available, and 1 stamina point grows every 20 minutes, just like clockwork.
I was wondering that. Okay.
On its own. Okay. And so at level 2, you have a max amount of 26 stamina. At level 4, it's 27. Level 6, 28 stamina. Level 8, 29 stamina. And then level 10, you hit the 30 stamina, baby. So I have all these heroes questing, auto questing for me with the full 30 stamina.
Ooh, you're just clocking them in. It's clocking them in, yes.
And we can talk bots. We could talk a lot on bots. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that's important. Now, what happens is with these heroes is that your profession currently with profession 0 level questing really stops growing. But what never stops growing is the stats that continue to level up. So the importance of these stats over time become more and more exponential.
Yep, more and more valuable. Yeah.
Now, once we have level 10 questing, which we will also be able to pair our pets with our heroes, that will change.
Yes.
And we'll get all the alpha when that comes. But now, and that hopefully is coming, like Beetle Dude, baby, who's another phenomenal team developer for this project. He works 80 hours a week. He's just 60 to 80 hours a week.
Beasting.
Like he's a beast.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. I don't know. He just like is able to do that without suffering burnout, which then works.
This is like Elden Ring building, man. It's like Elden Ring building, man. You're building characters with professions, and that makes perfect sense, though.
Yes,
it makes perfect sense.
Okay, yeah, it's so the more you dive into this game and realize how genius foundationally, the foundation being laid. There's the moon is the limit to what this game could become in comparison to all other games out there. Legends of Zelda or League of Legends, things like that. This will have such a higher, stronger footing. Okay, if they can get the other things squared away, such as marketing, and things like that, and the way they communicate and just creating a potential cult following type game, they have the potential to do it. That's why, for so many reasons, this team in this game checks all the check boxes in crypto projects that you look for long-term success.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, because you've been around long enough to know most cryptos go to zero.
I feel this. Trust me, I stood in there for a reason.
It's amazing that this project hasn't gone to zero.
Nope.
It's amazing. I'm sure I'm missing a zillion chats, but that's okay. Okay, so these profession stats become more and more vital over time, and it becomes more and more exponential over time. When okay, let's just refresh the page here. Let's come back to this night. That just keeps sometimes just glitchy things happen. It keeps popping up.
Yeah. That always happens, man.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure you see mine.
Like if I send someone a hero, it'll say it's purchased. And sometimes like I haven't done anything, sent any heroes or done anything like between wallets, and that I keep getting your hero was purchased. And then I panic for a second, like there's someone hacking my wallet right now.
I don't blame you, man. I'd be a little sketched out myself.
Right. Okay. So oops, I didn't actually, we're going to level this guy in a second. So let's finish this thought here.
Yes.
Okay. From here, level. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So now the alpha that I would like to get, and I bet someone like Mr. Zipper, who's another, or like Dissy, these phenomenal community guys, or even like Stronghold might know these things. But my question has been, so one of my questions I even wanted to ask Frisky Fox when I had him on last week was, how much do these things impact the percentage of the drop rates because it is substantial.
Yeah.
So like with this, sometimes with these higher level heroes, now variance is crazy. Variance is crazy, super crazy. Variance is so crazy. Like I'll have my level, it seems like at times my level 5 hero is questing just as good as this level 16 hero.
I was wondering though, because I'll be on my Twitter and
Uh-huh.
I see like a guy got like 3 eggs, and I'm like, does he have legendary characters or something? Like, does that matter? You know, is it the
Well,
legendary guys getting all the eggs? You know what I mean?
On this wallet with 222 heroes, on average, I'm probably getting 2 eggs a day on average.
Okay, that's
There's days I'll get 3 or 4 or 5 eggs on this just with these 222 heroes. But if I have all my heroes questing on professions, okay, which the only reason why I don't right now is because of the summoning. I want all my heroes on the same wallet.
I got you.
Or within like 2 wallets, I can still manage the summoning. And most of these heroes I'm not summoning with anyways. So I want them all in the same wallet. So I just have the bulk of my heroes on the one wallet. Questing, and I want to actually bring over my other heroes, but then accept all the heroes that are out of summons. Have them on a different. Okay, that's kind of how I'm managing it right now. So how much does this impact the drop rates? I don't know, but it's like every single time you get an extra stat point, it's probably minimal. But once you hit 21 stat points, it's pretty substantial. And on top of that, I have 56 luck, which is nuts. And I have 39 agility with this fishing thief. Okay. So what it does is 30% of the quest, you're adding 30% of the bonus added percentage to the drop rates. Okay. Comes from these 2 stats. So the difference between having, say 12, 13, 14 fishing stat points, which is luck and agility combined.
Exactly.
The difference between that and having, what is this, 95? 90 is massive.
Yeah, that's huge, bro.
But a level 5 hero at first, he's leveling this up pretty quick. He can jump right on up to 12 or 15 on the stat bonus, which is I want to actually say it's not 70%. It's more like 60% of the questing outcome.
That makes a little bit more sense though, because you have to leave some room for them stats to actually kick in and matter too.
Yes. The other 10% comes from this. What a lot of people I don't think realize either. The other 10%, because Hubert said months ago, I've got it on a video, found a video.
Exactly.
Hubert said that 10% of the questing bonus outcome comes from just the gene, just having it questing in its profession.
Okay, so that does mean something.
And maybe back to this, that is impacted
way more.
Maybe it's mostly just it's the Shiva rune, the Gaia tears impacting that, because as you have a higher percentage chance of getting a Gaia tear and a Shiva and now a Mashka rune, which is you have to use the Mashka rune when leveling. Once you hit level 10,
okay, you need that
rune coming to play. Otherwise, and they're much more rare drops, as you can see. If you can see that, I can zoom more, but it's a 0.03% chance for a profession, a guy with the right profession to get. It's a 0.03% chance. If you're sending a minor fishing, it's only a 0.006% chance.
So theoretically, I've been kind of doing it right then, because I've been getting Gaia tears like crazy.
Good.
So I must be doing something right in that area.
Well, and on Serendale, Gaia tier drop rates were substantially higher for the bonus. So there's also a way to get extra bonus Gaia tiers when questing.
Okay.
And I don't think that's even on here. Maybe it's in here. But on Serendale, you could get they're like, basically, in summary, the drop rates of Gaiateers have been cut down by like we're getting a quarter supply, or even maybe 1/5 supply of the Gaiateers now, as we were getting on Serendale. So we've noticed the Gaiateer price is skyrocketing because
do you think that's to slow down summoning, like on purpose? Do you think, or like what is
okay? So what happened was, when the game first came out, and they made an adjustment on the Gaiateers because they were hard to get. When the game first came out, there were very few Gaiateers, and Gaiateers right at the beginning. Gaiateers actually got up to $40 per tier.
Whoa.
Which now it's a fraction of a penny per tier.
Yeah.
Okay, and so they realized, oh my gosh, we got to fix that.
Yeah.
And so right away they did. They fixed the price, and so, but he overdid it. The drop rates were too much, so he pulled that back and fixed it. Yeah. And when Hubert said that about a month or two ago on one of the AMAs, I was like, ooh. So I've been paying attention, and I'm definitely not selling my Gaiateers. I'm using them.
I got like over 100 of them. I'm holding on to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So those 3 items, the Gaiateer, the Shiva rune, and the Mashka rune, are the only thing that Stronghold has listed on here for specifically for the profession gene alone increase of getting. I'm not sure, and maybe that's essentially what Hubert was saying in short, is that's that other 10%. So it's basically 30% of the extra questing bonus comes from the profession stats, which are the 2 stats that follow profession. 60% comes from the profession stat level, the profession stat level, profession gene stat level, and then 10% comes from the profession gene. That's how that works. And that's how you can increase your chances of getting the eggs, baby, is also, here's something else that's been mentioned, and I don't know what the true alpha is. Also, it has been said in an AMA by Hubert that the more luck you have, the more eggs, the higher chances of getting higher valued items, which eggs is the main one there. But I'm assuming that could also impact all the higher items, hard to get items. So maybe luck impacts even like Mashka runes. Maybe it impacts crystals, which we're going to hit on now. And leveling. All right, baby. So I love the leveling debate. I love this debate because there's 3, I've come across 3 strong sound arguments for 3 different ways to level your hero. Okay. And I make the argument, when leveling your hero, you want to just follow the profession at first. Then when we get and we're purely talking about combat. So a lot of people, most people in the community, they look at a common basic hero. They don't look at that hero as a potential combat hero, and they're probably right. But you never know, because I can tell you, especially the front runner heroes. Right now, a common level 20 hero is gonna destroy your mythic Dread Knight level 1 or even level 5 hero in combat.
Basically, like experience beats everything else.
Right. So I look at all heroes as combat heroes. So let me make that clear. But most people do not. Most people look at only your mythic, legendary heroes, your advanced, elite, and exalted class heroes, which is the only exalted class hero is the Dread Knight. And we're going to explain what makes him exalted, what makes him so much more valuable. The value is drastic. The value of those different classes, very drastic. The floor price of Dread Knights, very expensive. They're very hard to get. We're also gonna talk in the summoning when we get to summoning. And if we got to do another video, just let me know how you're doing on time. We can.
Okay. I got about another 40 minutes will be good.
Okay. If you have 40 minutes, awesome. But literally we could spend 12 hours on all this. Okay.
This game is deep, bro. People have no idea.
Yes. So anytime I talk about leveling heroes, it's always with the mindset of PvP.
Okay.
Because most people look at the majority of their heroes in their bag, in their wallet, as questers only, not PvP. Okay. And so when they almost look at you like you're crazy when you say, why are you leveling a combat hero based off profession? They'll look at you crazy a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, because you only level your profession heroes for profession. You level your combat heroes for combat. Okay, and here's why they say that too. Was when we were all trying to figure out the game before I was ever in the game, all your OG people got alpha from Hubert. And I actually have some of I finally dug up and found some of those videos where Hubert was dropping some alpha. And I personally think they took what Hubert said out of they took it out of proportion. Like, and essentially basically what Hubert said. So you can flip the card. When you flip your hero card, you see their stats, but see this arrow down here?
I didn't even notice that.
It says growth. When you click that,
I knew that was even there, bro.
This is your percent chances of when it says primary growth. So this summoner has, and this is universal for all heroes.
Okay.
The only thing that can affect this is when summoning a hero, if you use extra Gaia tiers when summoning. Every 5 levels, your hero get with. This is also on expert.
Okay.
Maybe we should even find that, but we don't even have to find it. But one of these,
you know the info.
Yes, it's such a good one. It's one of his really good ones. Where's the leveling chart? Leveling.
I think I just seen it.
This is one. This is one of them. We can go over that.
I feel like I see it. Right there. Is that it? Go down a little bit.
Well, no. We'll hit that one on Training Quest. Okay. Training Quest there. Okay. 5 factors that determine a hero's stats.
Okay. There we go.
So when he says DFK hero NFT base stats, what the base stats mean here, and I'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit more for YouTubers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah. When this says base stats, that's when a hero is born or summoned. So all heroes will get the same number of stats, I think. Okay. Now the only thing that can alter this, and also the only thing that can alter the percentage, there might even be yet another one that also, where I'm going to come right back to that. Okay, well, yes.
That's the one.
So all of these have the same percentage. So a warrior will always have a 75% chance of leveling up his strength every time.
Okay.
He'll have a 70% chance for dex, and he highlighted those in green here. Agility is 50%, which is yellow, which is okay. Vitality is 65. That probably should actually be green, I would say.
For a warrior, for sure.
60 or above, I would put that in the green category. Okay, but so he has yellow, orange, and red. So red is just dreadful. There's not too many heroes that are below 30% on any one stat. And what that means is the warrior has a 20% chance of hitting intelligence and wisdom. He's not the sharpest stick in the woodpile. Same with the knight. 20% chance of hitting intelligence stat, 25% chance of hitting wisdom. Okay, now there's a couple things that can impact the percentages. And so other influences is, okay, the blue stat.
Okay.
So if you have blue or purple, and purple means that you're combining the green and the blue. All the green does. The green doesn't really do you much good, except it just gives you an automatic 2 stats right off the bat.
I got you.
Which actually, though, is better than the, well, it's not better than the blue stat, because the blue stat will give you 2% extra chance on whatever the stat is.
Okay.
So if the blue stat lands on strength, the warrior will then, instead of having a 75% chance for hitting the strength stat every time he levels, he'll have a 77% chance, which out of every 100 levels gives you an extra 2 stat points on average.
Real quick question. What about does subclasses play any role in this?
That's next, baby.
Okay.
Very much so. Awesome. Big role in subclass. Okay, awesome. So we're just about to hit that. The blue stat gives an extra 2% on the main class and an extra 4% on the subclass. We're going to hit the subclass here in a second. Also, the level of a hero's summoning parents. Various boosts applied for every 5 levels. Okay, so see website for more info. Every 5 levels. So a level 5 hero summoning.
Yeah.
You can use 10 extra Gaiatirs if they're a basic hero. Now, an advanced, it's 10 extra Gaiatirs for any class. Okay, but your advanced and elite and exalted classes, just to summon them, their floor summoning Gaiatir price goes up substantially. So to summon 2 basic heroes together, like a pirate and a monk, for example, that will cost you 20 tiers. To like floor price of 20 tiers. To summon a sage and a dragoon together is 40 tiers each. So that's 80 tiers just for the floor. But then every 5 levels, you can add another 10 Gaiatirs on top of that.
Okay. For
all classes, it's the same. And when doing that, so if I have a pirate who's level 5, you always want to use the extra Gaiatirs, because each and every stat point is invaluable. Absolutely invaluable. Okay, each and every stat point. So just spend up the extra 10 Gaiatirs. Like, well worth it. Gaiatirs are a fraction of a penny. Okay, exactly. So that will give 1 additional stat point to the baby of whatever the hero's highest stat is. So let's say with a pirate, he's good on strength, he's good on dex.
Yeah.
He's okay he's good on vitality and agility, luck. Okay. Yeah. Endurance, he's okay. So usually it's going to be strength or dex though for a pirate.
Yeah.
So, but that depends on how he's leveled up also. So then the baby will get 1 extra strength point if strength is his highest.
I got you.
Then once that hero hits level 10, you can use another 10 Gaiatirs on top of that. And that will give the main class an extra percentage chance on that same stat. So a level 10 pirate summoning will give the 1 extra stat point, the actual point given to the hero.
Yep.
And 1% extra to strength. So let's say I get a pirate. So pirates are 70% strength, 70% dex. So in that case, the pirate, instead of having a 70% chance every time you level up, it's a 71% chance now. When you hit level 15 and you use an additional 10 Gaiatirs.
Yeah.
Okay, when you do that, it does 1 stat point to the baby, 1 percentage for the life of the hero, leveling up to the main class. So the pirate would have 71.
Okay.
And 2% to the subclass now. We're about to hit subclass.
That's
okay. And so by the time the hero hits level 100, that is going to be one jacked baby. So it goes through that cycle.
Yeah.
And then you hit level 20. And so then at level 20, the baby gets 2 stats. It takes the second best stat. So let's say in a pirate's case, could be dex, strength and dex. So then that baby would get strength and dex stat.
Yep, we get both.
At 25, it does the same pattern.
Over and over again. Yeah.
Okay. And then 30, 35, and then at 40, it hits the same pattern to the third stat. Third best stat.
Yeah.
Okay. Then and the baby's getting all this, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He could be a monster.
And it rinse and repeat. It goes through that 3 full cycles, I believe.
Yeah.
By the time they hit level 100. But it's only every 5 levels. Can you do that? So that goes to show that you want to consider that when you're summoning, because holding those, and even if you have a generation 10 hero, you never want to summon with a gen 10, or a gen 5 even. You never want to summon with those guys. Okay. Unless they're higher, because the price to summon, which is another chart,
it's going to get higher by the level.
Every generation that hero goes up, the price goes up.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
And so it's always going to add, as far as summons, okay, it's going to take the 2 heroes you're summoning together. It's going to look at the lesser, the hero with the lesser amount of summons, and then the baby will have 1 less summon when it's born than the parent that has the least amount of summons. So if you're summoning with 5 summons remaining on one hero and 10 summons remaining on another hero, that baby is going to have 4 summons. Now, if you're summoning with your lower hero only has 1 summon left.
Yep.
But the class mutates. Let's say you're summoning for a sage, okay, with a summoner and a ninja. You summon those 2 together, you can get a sage. If they both, or if the ninja just has 1 summon remaining, but the sage hits, the sage will also get 1 summon.
Okay.
That's also good to know. Okay. Yep. And it's the same with generation. If you're summoning it, the baby is going to have 1 higher generation number than the highest parent. So that's why you don't want to summon a hero that has 10 summons remaining with a hero that has 2 summons remaining, because you're kind of wasting. You want to summon a hero with 10 summons left with another hero that has 10 summons left, ideally, unless you really know what you're doing. Okay, there is times to still do that though. But that's more advanced. Also, you don't want to summon a Gen 1 with a Gen 6, because the baby is going to be a Gen 7.
Yeah, it's going to go at the highest one. Yeah.
The price to summon that Gen 6 alone is like
40 crystal or some crazy shit.
Way more. Even that, way more. He's got this. He's got it.
Yeah, he broke it down.
Here it is.
Yeah.
A Gen 5 on their very first summon. It is 56 crystal.
Yeah.
Then the next summon is 58 crystal. The next summon is 60 crystal. Until you run out, and your very last summon is 66 crystal.
Damn, look at that. Gen 10
is 106 crystal. Versus a Gen 1, your first summon, that baby is just 16.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if you summon an advanced class, the maximum number of summons that an advanced class can have, which is Dark Knight, Paladin, Ninja, Shapeshifter, Summoner. Okay. The maximum number of summons those guys can have is 5. The maximum number of the elite class, Sage and Dragoon, is 3. Max number of summons. The max number of summons that a Dread Knight can have is 1. I don't believe it's possible for a Dread Knight to have 2 summons. He can only ever have 1 summon.
Okay.
So I have my Gen Zeros that I summon together all the time. And if I hit the Dark Knight, for example, which I think I hit one yesterday with my Gen Zeros, or maybe the Summoner or something, the max number of summons a Dark Knight will ever possibly have is 5.
Okay. 5
okay.
max.
Then yes. Then the one other thing that can dictate the percentage of a hero's stats is stones.
Yes.
Stones.
Atonement crystals and runes and all that.
Okay, atonement crystals, we're going to get to that. But we're talking base DFK. Okay. The base stats are always going to be what this shows right here. Warrior 75 strength. If I use a strength stone when summoning, which I have my 10 commandments of DeFi Kingdoms.
Yeah.
And in the 10 commandments is always use, every time you summon, is always use a lesser stone.
Okay.
So no green.
Because that's good for me to know. It's good for me to know.
Yes.
I'm planning on summoning soon. So.
Oh man.
Yes.
So you can get those either on the marketplace, or you can get those by crafting when the stone carver comes out.
Okay. Oh, all right. So, okay.
This website here, DFKexpert.com.
Yeah.
Also has all the crafting formulas for the potions and the stones. The potions are with the alchemist. The stones are in the portal where you summon, is where the stone. Okay, and the stone carver is only out here and there. He's only around every so often. So it creates all kinds of arbitrage opportunities in the game. That's one of the most fun parts currently. The game is doing all these different things because you have the vendor, right? So you get items when questing.
Yeah.
And especially your milkweed.
Yes.
You never want to sell your milkweed. You never want to sell your swift thistle.
Yeah.
And you never want to sell your spider fruit. You don't want to sell those items in the vendor for gold.
Okay.
You can go to the trader
and
get approximately like 5 or 6 times more, maybe even 7 or 8 times more the value for selling them. Because there's high demand for the
those guys,
because you have to have them for the stamina potions. And the stamina, a lot of people like to pot their heroes and level them up fast. Okay.
I'm glad you brought up the potions though, man, because that was on my list to ask you about that. I didn't know exactly what they were used for. So I'm glad.
And they're also big time used for the stone carver.
Yeah.
Currently. But when PvP comes out, we're going to be using those in combat. Because we're about to hit a couple more things here on the leveling. The leveling is so important.
It really is.
So a lesser stone, which is cheap, but that price is all over the map based off when the stone carver is around.
Yeah.
So right now the stone carver has been gone for several days.
Yeah. And
so the price to buy them, the only way you can get a stone right now is by going to the trader to buy one.
Yeah.
So the stone carver's been gone. So there's more and more. He's going to be gone for like 3 more days still, I think.
Yeah.
And so people buy those up as they need them.
Yep.
But when the stone carver's around, they're super cheap.
Yep. And just make it
okay. And so to get a strength stone, which is called the might stone, will give the hero that you summon 4 stat points for strength.
Oh, that's beast. That's huge. Massive. Yeah.
Okay. Then for each hero, like if you're summoning with 2 level 10 heroes and they're both of their stats are bet, like if you have a Dark Knight and a Paladin summoning for strength to get a Dragoon, okay, most likely the Paladin and the Dark Knight's top stat will be strength.
Okay, Dragoon's a monster.
You're going to have 2 stat points added to the strength The other thing that the Might Stone does, not only does it give the baby 4 extra strength stats, it adds 3%. It's 150 or it's 1.5x.
All right.
What blue stat does to that. Okay. So on the main class, so it adds 3 extra stat points. I mean, 3 extra percentage to strength.
Yeah.
If you use the Might Stone on the primary class. On the secondary class, it adds 5%. The blue stat adds 4% on the secondary class.
Okay.
So that's big on the secondary because we're just about to hit the secondary.
Exactly.
Okay. So those are the things that can impact the hero's initial stat amount.
I think it's incredible, man. They just link everything together, man. Everything's like a chain.
Yes.
Together, man.
It's so fun. It's so fun. Okay. So back to the game here.
Yes.
When you hit this arrow, okay, it tells you, makes it real convenient. The primary growth. So this is a summoner. I'll just go ahead and select them. You can flip them here as well.
Yep.
The summoner has a 45% chance to hit on strength.
Okay.
50% chance to hit on agility, which was also on that infographic we were just looking at. A 50% chance for endurance. It's an 85% chance to hit on wisdom, but why does this say 87? Because the blue stat.
Yes, the bonus. Yes.
45% chance for dex, vitality, intelligence, and luck. 40%. So summoners have an 85% chance for intelligence and wisdom.
Yeah.
We're going to hit on there's big things here. This is so fun. You won't, your mind will be blown here in a minute. Like, okay.
Your body is.
So down here, what does this secondary growth mean?
Yes.
And why are the percentages so much lower?
Yes.
Okay. That's the subclass, baby.
Which is what I was wondering about.
So that's the knight. And what this does is the knight strength is 70% chance on the primary, a knight has this strength is 70%. So what this does, the subclass, you get 25% of the main, the primary percentage chances of leveling up.
Okay.
25% of 70 is 17.5%.
Got you.
So it's a much lower chance to hit, but you can think of it as this. Every level up on average, a basic or common, a basic class, which all the ones at the bottom, a knight is a basic class.
Okay.
A pirate, monk, priest, wizard, thief, archer, knight, warrior. Those are your basic classes. And berserker and seer. They're all your basic class heroes.
Yep.
Okay. On average, exactly. This is also on the expert. Every time you'll level up, you'll get 1 stat point from the secondary growth on average. But variance is crazy. If you play poker, you'll know variance is crazy. Okay. So on average, every time you level up, though, if you do the math, the way it's been engineered is that on average, every time this levels up, you get 1 stat point from this secondary growth.
Okay.
And it's actually it's 1.04 because of the blue stat adds 4% to wisdom, 2% to the primary growth, 4% to this growth, to the secondary growth.
Yeah.
So the blue stat matters. Okay. For the secondary class, more than it does the primary class. And you can see that endurance is the best stat for a knight. It's a 75% chance for endurance to hit on the primary class of a knight. So 25% of that is 18.75% chance in the secondary subclass.
Got you.
So on average, a basic hero will get 1.04 stats per level up. So just one stat on average per level up from the subclass. The main class on basic heroes, basic heroes. I always get confused between common and basic, but common is rarity. Okay. And we're going to hit what rarity impacts as well. You probably already know, but we'll hit on that. Okay. So on average, a basic class hero will get 4 stat points because all the basic classes, if you add all these up, they all equal the same amount.
Gotcha.
All these stats added up together all equal the same amount. 45% chance for strength, 50% chance for agility. Okay, for basic classes.
Yeah, exactly.
So average 4 stat points. So on average, from these two things, you'll get 5 stat points. A basic class every time he levels will get 5 stat points. Basic class with a basic subclass.
Okay.
5 stat points. Plus, on top of that, you get a guaranteed stat for sure. I have leveled one hero up once and got 1 stat for the whole level up.
That's it. Just one.
Crazy variant, and I used the crystal. I also use a crystal. Okay, so this is guaranteed.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna get.
You are guaranteed at least 1 stat every time you level up.
Yeah.
Also, you pick 2 more stats in this Gaia's blessing.
Exactly.
And all this does, nothing else impacts this at all currently in the game that exists. Each one that you select here gives a 50-50 roll.
Okay. So just
nothing impacts that. Doesn't matter if it's a Dark Dread Knight, doesn't matter the rarity, nothing matters. As far as we all know, it's a 50-50 roll. So nothing, the atonement crystals do not affect that. Okay. So here's how I recommend leveling the heroes at the early stages is following the profession, because then they'll quest better. They'll be more profitable.
Yes.
Because your questing outcome will be
increased
above average. And which means when you're getting more items from questing, you'll level up faster over time.
Exactly.
Here's what Hubert said. Yeah, Hubert said months ago that, okay, for combat, the heroes, you want to focus on this. In summary, he didn't actually say it black and white, crystal clear at all.
Okay.
In a couple different spots. But he insinuated that. So it's still all conjecture. Okay. But he insinuated that for combat, you want to focus on the stats in which the heroes naturally level up the best at. So for a summoner, it's intelligence, wisdom, and then the third stat is tied between vitality, agility, and endurance.
Okay. The highest ones, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so that Bible that I just showed you, that they call it the leveling chart.
Yeah.
Okay. It's all based on for combat. All of this is for combat. I'm going to make, I have other arguments as to why I always follow profession in the early stages of the hero's life. I always follow profession. Okay. So for combat, people are going to be ignoring the profession. So in my case, for this, we've got a foraging summoner.
Yeah.
So okay. Before I even get to this, there's a third. What the Bible would say in this scenario is intelligence, right? Because that's one of its top, and it follows the profession. So that's a win-win.
Okay.
And then the Bible would say go with wisdom and maybe like vitality. We're going to hit on vitality, intelligence, and wisdom now. So another kind of contrarian view that I had a guy in the channel. His name's Zabu. Potatoes, baby. He might even be in the chat. Okay. All right. So he focuses on, at the early stages of the hero's life, vitality, intelligence, and wisdom. And I'm going to explain why.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm wondering.
So I'm going to explain. It's big. It's big. I love this. Okay. So on this, let's go ahead and level this guy up and finish this. And I'm going to explain. I have like a combination of what he's looking at. For the early stages of the hero, I'm ignoring combat conjecture.
Yeah.
Now that has just recently changed because Workhorse said that MP, you have mana points.
Mana points, yes.
Okay. And HP, health or hit points. Health or hit points. This is your mana.
Which is combat, right?
Yes. This has no effect in the game right now.
Yeah.
But for combat, it's substantial. We can even, and I'll show you. In fact, let's just pull it up briefly. When you click the menu here, and you come down here and you click About.
Yep.
You scroll and you click Docs. This is like the white paper. This is like a summarized white paper. Okay, and you can click on, because we're going to come to this in a sec. Gameplay. You click gameplay. Then you click heroes, I think. Stats.
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Here we are.
HP, hit points, health.
Yes.
Hit points is the measure of how alive a hero is. So this is all mostly talking about combat with all these stats. They hit on the stats. But first they hit on hit points and mana. Okay. Hit points is the measure of how alive a hero is. If they become injured, they will need to rest or use potions, right? So there's a health potion, the red ones.
Yes, I've seen. Yes.
But you also need that little red health potion for the stones. And we'll look at that here in a second. So if this goes to 0, the hero can become exhausted or die or whatever, worse. For H. Okay, and then you have mana points. Mana points are used to cast spells and use, but this is what Zabu's point was use skills. But casting spells. So when this reaches 0, the hero can no longer use spells or skills until they use a potion. So there's a mana potion with the, okay. Yeah. There's also the only stat that has its own potion is agility. There's an agility potion.
I did see one of those.
Very important. Yeah. Very, like agility might be really, really important.
Well, yeah,
a lot of people like to focus on agility.
Yeah.
But a lot of people like to focus on luck to get more eggs.
Yes.
And luck, I think, for PvP also is good for all heroes. Because look, the higher a hero's luck, the more likely it is for a hero to land a critical strike.
Exactly. Yeah.
Luck also slightly increases the chances to get rare items and plays a small role in evasion.
Exactly.
For the rare items little part there.
So I see what you're saying, though. So if you do kind of focus on your profession, it's inevitably going to help your combat anyway.
Mm-hmm. So Zabu asked Workhorse, hey, is mana still going to be important for the skills of all heroes?
Yeah.
And he said, yes. It's like required to use skills.
Have it.
It's required.
Yeah.
But there's a big but there. Because it's not going to benefit a pirate or a warrior or a knight in the same way mana will benefit a wizard, priest, shapeshifter, sage.
Sage, yeah.
Because cast spells and use skills. So mana is much more vital to your magic using heroes.
Which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like on a video game basis.
And that's laid out. So how do you get mana and HP?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Vitality.
Yes, that makes sense.
Vitality is a stat that no one is bad at. The worst hero at Vitality is 50% chance to level up.
Okay.
And that's like half the heroes or more. That's 2/3 of the heroes only have a 50% chance with vitality.
I got you.
Okay. And then there's a few that go above that. So everyone needs vitality, every single hero.
Yeah.
Vitality is the primary stat that impacts HP growth and has added benefits to recovering from certain debuffs. So that's our health.
Yes.
Okay, so having vitality, not only for PvP, is it just it's like your health of your hero.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
for combat. Also vitality adds debuffs from it adds benefits to recovering from debuffs, whatever that is. But that's an HP thing. And vitality is the only thing that impacts HP growth.
Well, a debuff could also possibly be like maybe time frame to do spells. Maybe like that buff time between doing each spell. You think that?
Hey, you know better than me. I'm not as. Are you? If you're a big gamer, you know what debuffs means.
Kind of like Elden Ring. Elden Ring.
Yes, you'll know better than I do. I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's super important.
Yeah.
That's like vitality for me goes on every single level up.
Yeah.
And I'm going to explain only in the early stages of the hero's life, though.
Oh, okay. So it does kind of slow down then. Okay.
Yeah, because then once PvP comes out, and I've already put in my time for vitality in the early stages of the hero's life. Exactly. That's why I love gardeners.
Yes.
For this next reason, gardeners are my favorite heroes. They're the most profitable heroes as well.
True.
Here's why, too. Okay. Intelligence adds a multiplier to various actions, especially skills. There's the skills again, and magic. So it's going to benefit all heroes.
Definitely.
But it will not benefit a pirate nearly as much as it will benefit a wizard, summoner, sage, priest, seer. Okay. It modifies magic evasion as well. This stat also plays into how much MP is gained when leveling up. MP.
Okay, so vitality is HP, intelligence is MP. Okay.
Right. But MP also is wisdom.
Oh, I figured that. I figured wisdom.
Yeah, baby. Wisdom adds a multiplier to magic attacks and skills and increases magic defense as well. Okay. Slightly different there. This stat also plays into how much MP is gained when leveling up to a lesser extent than intelligence. So let's take a look at this real quick. Okay. This is super important.
Yes.
All right. I love this. We might even, no, it's not that one. I think it's on that other one we were looking at. Yeah. Here it is. The leveling up process, baby. It's this one, the leveling up process. Yep. I think. No, actually, this isn't what I'm looking for, but this kind of explains it. So every 5 levels, okay, that's for rarity.
Yeah, exactly.
Real quick, we could cover that. Just get that out of the way. For rarity, an uncommon hero gets born with 2 extra stats right off the bat. Then every 5 levels, he gets 2 stats. Every 5 levels, boom, boom, boom. So by the time that hero hits level 100, he'll have 40 extra stats, which I'll explain the impact of that is substantial. Okay. A rare hero, when he's born, he gets 4 extra stats.
Got you.
Every 5 levels, he just gets an automatic 4 stats, period. And it's totally randomly picked.
Interesting. So rarity has
the only thing that impacts the rarity. That's the only thing that matters. That's the only thing that makes a rare card so much more valuable.
Is points gained during level up processes, basically.
So a big rule of thumb in this game, it's all about stats.
Yeah.
But it's not all about stats. I didn't until I've recently, you dig deeper into the hero. It's not all about stats.
Of course.
But on a basic level,
the base foundation.
Stats. Okay. A legendary hero, when it's born, gets 7
we get
extra stats right off the bat, and every 5 levels, an automatic randomized 7 stats. A mythic hero gets 10 stats. 10 extra stats when born.
That's a huge jump, man.
200 stats by the time that mythic hero hits level 100. On average, that mythic hero will have 200 more stat points than a common.
Got you.
Also, we got to come back to HP.
Yeah.
The advanced class. Oh, it's here. Here's the formulas. I'm glad I came back up here for the HP. Advanced, elite, and exalted classes, when they're born, they get more stat points when they're born. And they get more stat percentages. And it goes up, I want to say a certain percentage each class is increased.
Gotcha.
That's on the other one.
Yeah.
The other chart has it sums all their actual starting out stats. It sums them up. Okay, so here's the HP gain formula. HP. This is so vital for PvP. So it does a roll. Each hero has a small, medium, and large roll.
Yes, I see that.
For HP. So you're guaranteed a minimum, every hero, every time you level up, you're guaranteed a minimum of 10 HP.
Okay.
At the floor. If you hit the small. Then it looks at, in addition to the 10, it takes your vitality divided by 2.
Okay.
So if the hero's born with, say, 6 vitality or 7 vitality, it'll give you plus 3.5 or 4 or 3 vitality on top of that, because it divides it by 2. If the medium roll hits, so it's just like every time you level up, it rolls. And guess what? For each hero, the percentage of hitting small, medium, and large is different. I never knew that until recently. The percentage for a wizard, a priest, a summoner, and a seer to hit the large vitality is a lesser chance to hit the large roll than it is to hit the medium and small, compared to a paladin, a pirate. Okay. They have a higher chance to get more HP, but the opposite is true on MP.
So wizard and all that. Yeah.
We're going to hit those. Oh, look at this. It's all right here. So
it tells you everything. Yeah.
For this small roll, the warrior only has a 15% chance to hit small roll for HP, which is 10 plus vitality divided by 2. The warrior has a 40% chance to hit medium. The medium roll, which gives you 20 HP points, plus the full vitality in that scenario.
Exactly.
But what you want to hit, baby, the warrior has his highest chance.
35. Yep.
Notice how an MP, the highest chance is small.
Yeah.
The small roll. He highlighted green. I love you. I love you. Stronghold. Okay. Yeah. So if he's got a 45% chance for this large MP of 30, he gets 30 MP plus vitality times 1.5.
Gotcha.
So vitality is the only stat that impacts HP growth. So now think about this for a second. Think about how important it is to have vitality in the early stages of the hero's life.
Exactly.
So by the time that hero hits level 100,
he's a monster.
Let's say we have 2 heroes, 2 pirates that hit level 100.
Yeah.
The first hero focused on HP early, hard, hitting that HP. The second pirate was ignoring vitality. The first pirate
focused on vitality.
Early stages. The second hero was ignoring vitality.
Yeah.
By the time they hit level 100, let's just say in this scenario, they both have the same amount of vitality stat points.
Okay.
The first one could potentially have hundreds more HP. because
oh yeah,
every time you level,
long-term investment.
You're getting the vitality plays a critical role in the early stages. Same with MP.
Yes.
So the MP gain formula, you get a guaranteed 2 mana points every time you level. Plus, if you hit the small, because this roll is done, and here's the roll, like for a wizard, you'll notice the wizard has a 50% chance of hitting the large and only a 15% chance of hitting the small for the MP. But for HP, the wizard has a 35% chance to hit the small instead of a 15 with the warrior and knight.
Exactly.
And the wizard has only a 25% chance to hit the large, but it's actually still not that bad.
No, it ain't that bad at all. By the way, bro, I got 5 minutes left, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So with I love it because you got to go to work, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So small, you get a fixed increase of 2. If you roll the medium, you get 5. If you roll the large, you get 9. Plus on the small, if the small hits, it's the same similar modifier, but smaller. So intelligence, it takes your intelligence stats and multiplies it times 0.6.
I just love the way that
it's brilliant.
The long-term investor benefits.
I know. So if you have 10 intelligence, it's going to multiply that times 0.6 and it'll have 6 in this number. And if you have 10 wisdom, it multiplies the wisdom times 0.4. So that's 4. So then that gives you 10. Then you multiply that times 0.075, which is it's going to be less than 1.
Yeah.
In that scenario. But if you have a bunch of wisdom, okay, now on the flip side, if you get the large roll, that turns into same numbers here, but the modifier is substantially more. Okay, so let's say you level up your intelligence and wisdom at the early stages of the hero's life.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's substantial, especially with wisdom and intelligence. It even impacts it substantially more, as you can see. If you do the math, crunch the numbers, wisdom and intelligence combined impacts this number substantially more over time than even vitality does for HP.
Exactly.
Like in proportionally. Because a lot of times, if you don't have much wisdom and intelligence, the modifier is not hitting at all. You're hitting 0.
Yeah.
But if you hit those early, okay. So let's wrap this up. So back here, so for this summoner, I'm going to do intelligence, dex, because it's a forager.
Exactly. So
I'm going to do vitality always.
Okay, so you always give it the chance of getting vitality a double, basically.
Yes. Yeah, okay. And the reason why I do intelligence first is because that's what he naturally for combat.
Yeah.
So I picked the better of the two, but also I'm doing intelligence first for everyone who's a forager.
Yeah.
Because it's foraging is dex and intelligence.
Yeah, you need it.
1 minute. Where are we on time?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So then with these crystals, I look primarily at the subclass. In this case, we got vitality at 18.75. We got endurance at 18.75. Either one of those, but especially vitality we want. So I won some of the raffles. Okay, so this is a regular vigor crystal. What that does, and you get lesser crystals from quests. You can buy them in the marketplace, but also from questing, and we'll go over that in another video.
Yeah, exactly.
Training quest drops the lesser crystals. So a regular crystal gives 10% extra chance to the primary stat growth roll of vitality and 30% chance to the secondary stat.
Ooh, that's nice.
That's a regular crystal. This is a lesser vigor crystal. It gives a 5% chance to the main class. So this would take my vitality from 50 to 55%. but a 15% chance to the secondary class. So in secondary, okay, the goal with using stones and trying to get the blue stat to hit on the same stone, which is all genetics.
Yeah.
If you can hit the blue stat and a stone, you can potentially have in the 30% chance for secondary growth. Then you use a crystal on top of that, you can get over 50% chance sometimes.
You got the codes, bro. you got the codes.
Yeah, that's a cheat code to get more stat points with the heroes.
That's beast.
Okay. So we have so much more to talk about, guys. How long has this video been? We're going to stop the screen share. Look at all these faithful guys on here.
Yes.
Sir Jeweler Staker, I love you guys. You can hop off.
Yeah.
Do you want to do this again?
Oh yeah, we're definitely. This is the first video, bro. I'm trying to learn as much as I can.
Okay. Do you even want to do it again tonight? Oh, you got me so excited.
Tonight I can't.
Okay.
But I will be hitting you up again most likely next week. I got Wednesdays and Thursdays off from work next week.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to do another one on one of those days.
Okay. This is 2 full hours. Yes. Dude, brutal. I know.
That's good.
So this will be chopped up into multiple different videos.
Yeah. You should think about possibly putting like chopped up pieces onto like a TikTok.
And the shorts. That was another thing I wanted to talk to you about. Another video.
Yeah.
Because you're the short master.
Yeah, bro. I can make them.
Everyone, like, subscribe.
Yes.
To this man's channel. He's phenomenal. We're going to continue. This is like a training, all things DeFi Kingdoms alpha series for beginners, kind of.
Yeah.
I love you. Oh, yeah. Honest. Follow this man's channel, people. I love this guy. Anything else? Any last words?
It's been a pleasure. I'm glad I learned a ton, and I'll be back to learn some more. So I appreciate y'all having me on. You know what I'm saying? We'll be doing a lot more. And stay tuned for all the upcoming content from both of our channels. Love all y'all, and I'll see y'all later.
I'm going to jump on his channel too, and I'll announce that.
Oh, yes.
Love you guys. Yeah.
All right, yo, we out here.
Okay, I'll stay in touch.
Definitely, bro. Take it easy.
See you, bro. Yeah, you can just hop off. Just close it out. I'm going to stay on just for a minute. Okay, and catch up with these chats. Anything? Oh, you stopped for now. That's okay. That's okay. I know this is going to kill the algorithm. People are going to be like, but the point of this is to chop it up as well. Wanted to do it live as well. Lucky Duck. I love you guys. Later, Sir Jeweler, Sir Jewel Staker. Love you guys. I know. Wasn't he so cool? Vibebiz. How are you doing, my man? Ha ha. You had to stop buying heroes and continue stacking up jewel, crystal, stashes. Hey, that's been always a big problem of mine, because I'll realize I want to buy a certain hero or class or different things and buy Gen Zeros and this and that, and it always comes out of my liquidity. Now I have less liquidity. I'm not making as much crystal. So I wanted to buy another pair of Gen Zeros or land or something, but I've been passing it up here lately. Okay. Man, good stuff, you guys. Zabu. I love you guys. ERQ. Love you, man. Goal in life is to get a Gen Zero. I love it. I love you guys. I'm just making sure. Okay, Michael, you hit me up on Discord. Good. I'll get you your hero right away. I got some heroes to send out. Andrew. All things DFK, baby. I love you. Born to Die. Justice Beaver. The Beeve. Zabu. John, you won. John Nugent. Brisman. Brizman. Brisman. Love you. I see you around. I'll make sure you're in the drawing as well for Halloween. Yep. So the cheat code with leveling is always use a lesser stone minimum. And you want to look at your chances with your subclass of your hero and the blue stat and try to get all those to line up, baby. That's the goal. So when you have a blue stat that hits on strength, for example, with a warrior, you want to use a strength stone. Then if it's a warrior subclass, you have a high chance for a warrior subclass and a high chance for the blue stat to hit strength. That's a real good time to use a strength stone. Okay, then you'll be you'll be like 29% chance in the subclass for strength to hit. Then you use a strength stone, crystal. That puts you at, when you're over 40% chance now on the subclass to hit. That's a cheat code on how to get extra stats, baby. I love you guys. Andrew. Okay. Yeah, man, I know I went longer even than I thought. I knew this would be kind of like a long, drawn out series of videos potentially. But I have so much fun. It's just amazing though, how much in-depth alpha there is to this game. Like I would need a minimum of 12 hours to minimum. I mean, that's pushing it. Maybe 15 or 20 hours to go over all the alpha and get him up to snuff on this game. Probably actually more like 20 hours of actual going through things to catch people up, to get someone new into the game, to actually get all the alpha. That's how. So fun. I love you guys. Okay, 3. Wow, that was over an hour ago, these comments. Okay. I love you guys. Love all of you. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, you won it. You won it, a hero yesterday. I need to get them to you. Michael, you won hero number Serendale 270065. Go in there and listen to that. Hit me up on Discord. I think you already said you did. Love you. Oh, Robin Hood, all things DFK. Make sure you follow that channel. Okay. I love you guys. All right. Crypto Grady out. Man, honest, too honest. I love it. That's his Discord name. Too honest. Love that guy. Good guy. Bringing more people in, baby. It's what it's all about. Bringing